It's Electric Picnic 2011, and I'm joined by the esteemed Brooklyn band, the Drums. Lads, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Where did you come from, by the way?
We were in Dublin this morning. Before that, we were in Spain playing our first show of the new tour.
In Madrid.
In Madrid.
In Madrid. And curiously, before we start, I was talking to you outside, you said you find the weather in Ireland more interesting than the weather in Spain, where it's beautiful and sunny.
I just think we prefer it. I don't know. We're probably more used to it being from New York, you know, the kind of cooler weather. It's nice. It's nice to bundle up.
Yeah, it is nice to bundle up, I suppose. Okay, Portamento, your second album, has just been released in Ireland last Friday. Is this the first place in the world? And congratulations, by the way. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Is this the first place in the world where you can get a barometer on it? And, you know, there was so much hype on your original record, you know, with Pitchfork and NME, BBC, all these people tipping you to be the next U2. Well, I mean that, you know, not the next, you know what I mean. And there was a lot of pressure and a lot of critical acclaim, and your debut album, self-titled album, did very well. And do you now feel under terrible pressure?
I don't think we've ever felt under pressure. I mean, pressure from who?
I mean, no, but like because of the last record doing very well and, you know, a lot of interest around the world, now you're expected to deliver on the success of that. How do you feel about all that stuff?
I don't know. Without sounding, or trying not to sound arrogant or anything, but we just...
No, you can sound arrogant.
We just never cared what was expected of us. You know, when we made our first record, it was done before we even played our first show, pretty much. You know, so we've always just kind of made music to please ourselves in the first place, and then if other people like it, it's always really nice. I think the only difference going into the second album is we did know people would be hearing it and would be paying attention, so we really wanted to represent who we were, you know, but it wasn't anything like catering to anyone's needs or desires for what they wanted us to be.
And since the expectations were so high, is that why you recorded it in a kitchen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Tell us about. Like, okay, you're on Island Records. Okay, we're going to record the album in my kitchen. How did tell me about that whole thing?
I don't know. I think we're really lucky because when we signed with Island, they said we're just going to let you do whatever you want. We don't normally do that with bands, but we trust you guys. So we just recorded it, and you know, in the kitchen. And recorded a couple.
Is it a big kitchen? It has to be.
No,
big.
it's really small.
This is getting even more mad. It's a small kitchen.
Smaller than this area.
I think we have like 4 pieces of equipment that we use in total to record. You know, it's all very incubated. And then we just handed the album over to them, and they didn't make us change anything. They loved it. And
so the album cost about $40 to make, really. In total.
Yeah, we didn't buy any new equipment for it. So we did it like we recorded the first album when we were stealing groceries from the store and all living together in the same room.
Are we really stealing groceries from the store?
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Sometimes.
You buy the cheap stuff now.
For the thrill of it.
Really, yeah. And why so quick? Like the other, your debut album came out in 2010. It's now 2011, and even another album out. It's very unusual.
Yeah, I guess it is for how things go these days.
It is.
I guess it's not the norm.
3 years, you know, put you out and we tour relentlessly. You have another album out practically within a year.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be around for very long.
Why do you say that?
Well, I don't know. We've always thought that. We've always thought we'd put out a bunch of records in a short amount of time because, you know, I just there's a few exceptions, but I think if you really think about it, most bands, with every album they put out, it sort of gets progressively worse and worse and more watered down. Every once in a while they might make something great.
I've never experienced such extreme honesty from a band that's... But you know what? You're absolutely right. That is the truth. So is the idea for the Drums to burn brightly, but for a short time?
I think we want to look back in 20 years and not have a bunch of regrets.
Yeah.
You know, oh God, why did we put that record out? You know, I don't want to say that. So I think we'd rather have 3 albums that are really potent and specific that we are proud of than have 10 albums where 6 of them we like and there's a few we think are okay, you know.
Well, that is the Drums. This could be the last interview you will ever see by them because I feel them splitting up imminently on the couch. But their album is out in Ireland here at the moment. And listen, guys, best of luck with the gig tonight. And thank you very much for talking to us here at 2FM.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thanks.